Hey, what's up everybody? Hope life is treating all of you just fine. Ready for another Beatles vinyl update video? Sure you are. Alright, as you can see, I'm outside. I've decided to do another video outside. I'm in my backyard. I'm not going to talk loud here. I want to try to talk at a nice, low, not so annoying voice if I can, so that way I'm not disturbed by someone while doing this video. So alright, gonna go through the Beatles records that I purchased recently. I'm gonna go through the singles first. I have a few. One is a Beatles single and the other is a Beatles related one. Well, not the Beatles one's not really a single, it is an EP. So alright, onto the records. First of the 7-inch records is a Japanese EP here. Here are the 4 songs. Rock and Roll Music, 8 Days a Week, Mr. Moonlight in Kansas City. And here's a record, it's on the Odeon label. This is a black vinyl version, it's not the red vinyl one. I'm looking for the red vinyl one, but I didn't pay much for this. Okay, I have a Beatles related one to show you. It's a Record Store Day exclusive. I bought 2 copies of this single. One is open and the other is sealed. This is a Beatles related one. This is a Record Store Day issue. This is the band Grapefruit from London. And here are the songs on here. Lullaby on side A. As you can see, it's produced by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And on the B side is Sweet Little Miss No Name. Here's the record here. I bought another copy of the Grapefruit record here, and it's sealed. Okay, on to the albums. The first one I want to show you is Meet the Beatles. This is a stereo pressing from the early 60s. As you can see, the Beatles name here, it's on a greenish font compared to the light brownish one. This is the back of it here. And this is technically a West Coast pressing. Let me show you here. Right by the RIAA, there's a number 6 here, and that 6 means it's pressed in Los Angeles. This is a record, it's in nice condition. Okay, this next record I bought at a record fair a few weeks ago. And this was a $20 fine. It's not in the greatest condition, but I really needed it because of the rarity of this. I don't see this a lot. This is the Beatles Beat album. This is a German pressing from the early 60s. Back of it, cover's not in the greatest condition. And here's a record here. This is a German first pressing in mono on the green Odeon label. I played through this and it plays through great, so I'm really happy with this. Okay, I have another German Beatles album to show you. It's also a mono first pressing. This is A Hard Day's Night, Yeah Yeah Yeah. Back of it, there's some writing on the back. And it's on the same Odeon green label here, and it's in mono. This sounds much better than stereo pressing of the German album. The stereo pressing of this particular German album sounds very weird. It sounds like it's very compressed. But I still love having that German stereo in my collection. But this actually sounds better. This was mastered without too much compression, and that's a good thing. Okay, time for a UK stereo first pressing upgrade. Beatles for sale. Jacket's in fantastic condition. Gatefold. And here's a record. And I have another UK stereo first pressing to show you. It's another copy. This is a collection of Beatles oldies but goldies. Here's a record here. This is an earlier variation. It has a Times New Roman font, and the record plays great. Some marks on it, but it plays wonderful. Okay, I have a Japanese Beatles album to show you. I already have the whole set of this Japanese Red Wax Mono series, the 1982 ones. I don't have any of the 1986 ones yet, but I completed the 1982 collection of the Japanese Red Wax Mono albums. This one is an upgrade. This one I won in an eBay bid. This is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Gatefold insert here. And finally the record. And this one is in stunning condition. Okay, this next one is another Japanese Beatles album. I won this one in an eBay bid for a good price. It's a Japanese pressing of the Beatles Anthology 3 with the obi on the top here. This is a trifold here. Carefully open this. And this one, unlike the other vinyl pressings of this album, this has a booklet, which is really nice. There's all the details in Japanese, along with the lyrics to the songs in both English and in Japanese. All three of the records look identical, so I'm only going to show record one. Here's record one here. Okay, I have just a few more records to show you, and they're all solo Beatles. I bought two of these. The next two I'm going to show you are both Paul McCartney records. I went to a bookstore on Record Store Day, and I bought a few record store items, which I'm going to show in my non-Beatles video on my other channel. These ones I bought for a really good price. It's a 12-inch single, and I also bought a sealed album for a good price. Let me show you this one here. This is a 12-inch of Où est le soleil. That is French for Where is the Sun, for those who don't know. It's on Parlophone. And here's the record here. This is an Italian pressing. It plays at 45 RPM, and it sounds really good. Okay, my next vinyl find I also bought at the same store on Saturday. This is a sealed album. It was $14. This is Trippin' a Life Fantastic Highlights. This is a US pressing, sealed, never open. I don't have plans to open this. I'm going to keep this sealed. To be really honest, I don't pull this album out a lot, so I'm going to keep this one sealed, and I have another open copy. I'll play that if I want to listen to the album, but this one it's going to stay sealed for collector's reasons. I have one more record to show you. It's a John Lennon album, and it's a Japanese pressing. This has all the inserts except for the obi and the poster. But I actually bought this with a gift certificate on the internet, and I pretty much got it for free, so I didn't pay much for it. My last vinyl find for this video is Imagine John Lennon. This is a Japanese pressing on Apple. Before I show the record, I want to show the inserts. Here's a postcard. John Lennon doing a parody of the Ram album. And here's an insert here. And this is the original inner sleeve that came with the record. And finally the record. This is a dark red vinyl, and it sounds really good. Okay, that wraps up the Beatles vinyl update video. I hope you enjoy this update. Stay tuned for more videos, and talk to you all later. Take care, everyone.